that way, why should there be a problem about Muslim women, whether in the schools or otherwise, choosing the preference to cover their heads or to cover their bodies with loose garments? Why should there be such an uproar? Why is there the need for the media to assault and say Muslims want to take over our society and Muslims want...
Hello everyone, peace of Christ to all of you. Let us expose this I don't know what to call him, low class man, liar, whatever. First, when we talk about Muslim women wearing their Islamic clothes, we are not against the freedom of everyone to wear whatever he wants. We're against you forcing those women to wear it, because all of us, we knew that they are not choosing so. If they are choosing, we have no problem with it. This is number one. Number two, he was talking about that in a society where even people, they can walk naked. How come you are against Muslim women to wear Islamic clothes? Here we will raise a question. Why you are not covering yourself as the Muslim women she is covering yourself? Why your God Allah is ordering the women to cover, but He is not ordering you to cover? According to Islam, you can walk naked. And I challenge any Muslim to show me where the Quran ever said Muslim men, they should cover themselves. So why you should not cover and she should cover? I'm not talking about covering the hair, by the way. No. Covering the hair is not the problem. And actually, covering the hair can be a tradition in many European countries, especially in villages and farmers, because, they need to. It's not a problem. What we are talking about is you controlling the women and forcing them to wear burqa when we can see nothing except what they want to show us if they want to. And this is from Saudi Arabia. You force women to cover themselves, and this will cause a problem, because in here we don't see women covering their hair, we see women covering their face, and this will be a security problem, because when people, they make it as a tradition or part of their clothes that everybody he can cover his face, people, they can do crimes easy. And even men, they can act as if they are women. They wear a burqa, they go and kill somebody or enter a bank. Muslim women, those who wear those kind of clothes, they don't allow you even in the DMV to take a picture for their face for a driving license. How we will know you are the person driving the car if you don't allow them even to have a picture of you? It's not about clothes only. And you will see this filthy man, he is making fun about the nan in the church, like the nan today they are showing from their body. This is a filthy accusation. It's false, and you are a liar like your Prophet Muhammad, peace upon him. The fact that Muslim women, they cover their face, but they show everything else. And by the way, in Islam, you can take a Muslim woman, she is married, and you can take her to your bed, you can kiss her all over, you can touch her everywhere, you can touch her private part, you can play with it even, as long you do not do intercourse, it's not adultery. So what is the idea of covering Muslim women? If a Muslim woman, she have, and forgive me guys to say those words, if a Muslim woman, she have sex from the wrong direction, you know what I mean, not from her vagina, is that adultery in Islam? It's not. I challenge any Muslim to prove that this is adultery. Adultery only what is going to enter the vagina. If you do not do intercourse in the vagina, you are not doing adultery in Islam. This is why Muslim women, they say we are virgins. I mean Muslim girls. In the West, they say we are virgins, and they are. Why? Because, you know what? I will let a Canadian convert Muslim explain that to you from her first experience, first-hand experience. She is talking about, she is a Muslim, she convert. I think all of you know her. She used to have an account on YouTube, I think it's called Foxy something. She is telling you how Muslim girls who wear the burqa, who wear the hijab, how they do have sex. This is showing us that, when Muslims speak too much about wearing the hijab, they are trying to show you that our women, they are decent. If you've never been there in the Middle East, you would never know what they are talking about. Islamic women or Muslim women, they do everything. Everything. And actually the burqa is giving them more space to do things, because if her husband walk by and she is walking with somebody else or getting inside his car, he will not know she is his wife. He will not know she is his daughter. He will not know this is her sister. I know a story about a Saudi guy in Saudi Arabia. This is a real story. A woman, she come to his house. She come only when the husband is home. She knock at the door. The husband, he opened the door. Because she is in Saudi Arabia, you are not allowed to speak to women. He don't talk to her. He call his wife. He say, "You're a friend in the door. Take her to your room." The wife, she come over. She take the women to her room. 6 months like that. This woman come only when the husband is home. And one day, this woman, she came and she knocked at the door, and the husband opened the door as usual, and he called his wife, asking his wife to come over and to take her girlfriend to her room. 1 hour later, his sister, the husband's sister, she came over, but because she is a woman, she can't go and enter the room of the wife. He told his sister, "Go and join the ladies inside, because my wife, she have her friend inside." When the sister, she went in, she found a man, not a woman, a man who was wearing the burqa, screwing his wife for 6 months, and he is at home. So burqa is a great way for filth. And now let us expose how great Muslim women they are when they wear their burqa, when they wear their hijab, and why Muslim girls in the West, they say we are virgin, and how they stay virgin. Listen carefully, please.
That means exactly. If they themselves are not, or like, have had sex with more people than I can count, and not even in relationships, just one night stands. And like I said, the girls are just to blame, but yeah, they themselves do not expect to get married to a man that was never touched. And then there's the issue of not being touched. Now, I have, Muslim girlfriends, born Muslim girlfriends. Now herein lies the problem. They wear their hijab. They are very proper, very prim. You never know. They are the ones giving head, and yes, in the libraries, and they are the ones getting it up the ass because they don't want to lose their virginity. Now, these are the so-called untouched girls, the girls that don't date, the girls that wear hijabs, the really sweet ones that you guys love. But they're not really, you know what I mean? They're not untouched, which is like driving me insane, because what makes this any right? You know what I mean? Like, neither way it's right. These girls say that they're untouched. They can go get checked. No, yes, they are in fact a virgin, but they have in fact seen more dicks than I will ever want to see in a lifetime. Then you have these guys who say they want their women untouched, that they're going to marry, but they think it's okay to go off and sleep with all these so-called whores here in Canada. Now, just because some of those men aren't comfortable with marrying a non-virgin, because they are afraid that because they've had something to compare them to, that they might be inadequate. I can't even get into discussing this right now, because it's just giving me a headache. I have too much to say in too little time. So you guys just think about that little, those little things that I pointed on, like the girls wearing hijabs that go off and suck so much dick and get it up the ass. Not saying all that, and they're untouched virgins. Then there are the guys that want to marry untouched virgins, and then they themselves go off and sleep with everybody. So
you see, not all the women, they do that, by the way. It's some of them, like let us say 90% of the women who wear hijab, they are virgin because they are getting it in the ass. And they are going, they are, I'm shy even to say the words she was saying. Now, today, if you see a woman, this is why most of Muslim girls, when they leave the house, they say to their parents, "We are going to the library." We're going where? To the library. To do what? You got the answer. This is how hypocrite the Muslims are. They, by the cover, it's became a symbolic of being good, when the fact is totally the opposite. I never saw filthy society as a society of Saudi Arabia. Never, ever, and I will never see. A woman, if she walk alone, they will kidnap her in 5 seconds. And they will tell you about how good Muslim society and Islam teaching will make out of you. We stop in here. Follow with me with the coming video. Christ is Lord and Islam a nation of hypocrite as always. Ameen.